It is currently, but it is 12:45 a.m. So it's the middle of the night, and I'm up. So it's been a long time. I am at a completely different point in my life from the last video that I made. I'm pretty sure the last video was probably like beauty related, hair related, and I think I just kind of want to go in a bit of a different direction. I just feel the calling to just share, and so I want to tap into that and be obedient. I'm gonna start washing my face because that's the whole purpose, the reason why we're in the bathroom, so that I can wash my face as I talk to you guys. So here's the face wash that I'm gonna be using. It's from Image. It's their Balancing Facial Cleanser. It's really good if you always wash your hands. And so this cleanser is really good if you need something gentle that's not going to like be harsh on your skin, but still like clean your skin. That's where this guy comes in for me. Over the years, my skin has completely changed, and it is very, very, very sensitive and dry. And so I have to be very careful with what I put on my face. So I usually like to get it in there, really get it in there. And then honestly, I let it sit for a minute. That's what I honestly do. So my skin has completely dried. I'm gonna go ahead, wash it off, and then go into like my moisturizer, and I'll show you what I use. It's really simple. And then I'm probably gonna go and wash up like the few dishes that are out there, just because again, trying to eliminate things that I know I'm not gonna have time to do tomorrow. And then I'll probably end the night off doing my nails, so that I can no longer have man hands. So yeah, time to wash my face. So I, as you can see, don't have like super active breakouts, but I do have a lot of, not a lot, but I still have like hyperpigmentation in certain areas. So word of advice from my husband, I went back old school. I use cocoa butter as my moisturizer. It's simple, it works. And again, my skin is super sensitive these days, so I try not to put a whole bunch of stuff on when I don't have to. So cocoa butter is usually enough to help lock in moisture. And then I have this guy here. It's called Exoderm. If you are a person that suffers from atopic dermatitis, eczema, anything along those lines, this has really helped to save my skin. So I get, grabbing a Q-tip, I get really sensitive around my mouth area. So if I use like too many active ingredients, it'll burn like that entire area. And so as a result, I've just gotten into the habit of using a flare control cream. Again, all right here, all around my mouth. I do also sometimes put it like in the corners of my nose. Those are just, again, for me, my really dry spots that if I'm not careful or if I put active ingredients there, it will cause me to react. So I try to control it. With my Exoderm. And this thing, honestly, is a lifesaver. And then last, because tonight's really just about hydration, I'm just gonna put some good old Vaseline on my lips. Nothing fancy. There you have it. That is my skincare routine. I do alternate face washes, so I do use the CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser. Again, the biggest thing for me at this point in life is simplicity and moisture and balance in my skin. So yeah, it is now 12:50. But let's pick you guys up. With the time that we have, so a lot has changed in 10 minutes. I probably won't do any of the things that I told you I was going to do a minute ago. Just because I'll probably spend some time with my husband since he's also still up. Yeah, I think I'm gonna rather relax, spend some time with my husband, leave everything else there. We'll get the dishes done tomorrow. And my nails, who cares if I have man hands? So yeah, I think this is where I'm going to call it for the night. But what I will do is bring you guys along on the journey with me tomorrow. Maybe like I don't know, work with me, day in the life at home, work from home. I don't know, something along those lines. We'll come up with something catchy, but I'll just record and take you guys with me through like my typical work day, things that I do as a product manager. You'll just get to see my back-to-back crazy meetings. All right, guys. Well, peace out. Good night. I will catch y'all in the morning for our 7 a.m. deployment. To get up and get our day started. So, as you saw in the clip, I've already got my coffee going. I'm going to pretty much not do a lot of like cleaning, but I didn't do the dishes from last night that I told you guys I was gonna do. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'm just going to essentially get ready to start my day. So yeah, come along with me. I did want to take a quick pause just so that I could touch on my morning routine, which honestly varies depending on what I'm going to do that day. So because of the fact that I had just washed my face last night at like, I don't know, 12:30, almost 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm not going to rewash my face. What I'm going to do instead is take witch hazel, and witch hazel is basically an astringent, so I'm going to use this to go over areas of my face that might end up like collecting dirt from sleeping, so like my cheeks, but purposely avoiding those sensitive areas that I told you about last night. And then once I do that, then I'm just going to go back in with some more moisturizer. It is daytime, so I do put on sunscreen during the day. Even though I don't go outside a lot during the week, I do sit in front of like a large window, so obviously getting direct sunlight that way. And then anytime I go out on the patio, out into the garage and the driveway, like anything around the house, we have huge windows. Sun comes in. Wear sunscreen, people. So I'll put on moisturizer, sunscreen. Sometimes I put on like the Exoderm, but it really just depends. I only use that like as maintenance for the most part, like at night. It is 6:46. We've got about 15 minutes, so I'm going to super quickly just lay my edges down so that way they can kind of set while I'm on the call. I don't plan to be on camera at 7 in the morning, but at least then my hair is done for the day. Here is my favorite edge gel, but I'm all out, so I'm going to use some Shine and Jam to get my edges to lay down. Here's my edge brush. Let's bring you over here. So, edges seem to be laid. I think they look good. Let's tie them down. I love this scarf, by the way, so you'll see me wearing it like all the freaking time. So I'm just gonna lay our edges, and then the last important thing is, before we start this call, we gotta have coffee. So let's go get coffee. Yeah, let's go get coffee. All right, so quick midday check-in. It is currently 1 o'clock. This morning was a lot. I think I mentioned already that we had a 7 a.m. deployment. We ended up not finishing the deployment till 12, around 12. So we instantly basically had to like go into smoke test mode, make sure everything was working, and then notify obviously our stakeholders and our clients. And so yeah, that was a lot. It was very draining. And I did manage to squeeze in like a 20-minute power nap on what remained out of my lunch break. So that is why I look like I just woke up, because I did. But yeah, like I said, it's 1 o'clock now. A lot of my meetings for the day pretty much got wiped out because most of them are earlier in the day. And like I said, we were dealing with the deployment literally the first half of the day. So most of my morning meetings got canceled or moved, one or the other. So I do have like, I think 2 more meetings on the calendar. I've got a client feedback session and then some usability test synthesis discussions with our design director. So those are the 2 meetings I have left for the day. I'm going to try to be productive. I've got some other things I could work on. I'm thinking about working on the story map for our product. As we start basically switching into plan mode for Q4 and beyond, we've been working on like a story map exercise, so I might work on that a little bit. And then I think I might work on tracking some of our usage metrics. So seeing if I can pull together some usage metrics and the story mapping. So those are the two items I am like holding myself to before the end of the day. And then, yeah, we will pick back up in a little bit. Like I said, it's not a conventional day for me. Normally, it's a lot of back-to-back like stand-ups, plannings, sprint reviews, a lot of the ceremonies, as well as like feedback sessions and things like that with client users. But today kind of got wiped out with all things deployment related. So happy to report that we do have our updated code in the application now, but yeah, it definitely took the first part of the day to get us there. So I'm gonna stop rambling because that is what I do best. But I do think that yeah, it wasn't a day wasted, you know. Things definitely got reaverted as far as our plans, but it wasn't a day wasted. You keep turning to the left. At least you know your left and your right.
Yes. Turn right and turn left. Turn right.
At least you know your left from your right.
Turn left, turn right.
Turn left and turn right.
Yeah.
That is right. Good job.
Right and turn to the right.
That's to the left.